All right, welcome Wenatchee Wilderness fans to the championship game of the 16 AAA East Coast Elite League playoffs, as the Wenatchee Wilderness will take on the Seattle Thunderbirds in this matchup. These two teams have played before. And we get started as Littler takes the face-off. Had a little problem with my card. I'm not sure what happened. Hopefully it doesn't happen again as we're going to move this one forward. Shot taken by Flynn is covered by Vlaha for Seattle. And we'll take the whistle and go over in the left circle for the face-off. Again, this is the championship game for the ECEL as Littler takes face-off, goes back to the left point, now over towards the middle, top of the circle. Flynn gives chase. It's going to come back out. Taken by Seattle, stretch pass towards Louts. McCarriger's with him, crosses in front. Carruthers takes the pass. And back in the corner of Wenatchee it goes. Now behind the net, Carruthers with it, skates the other direction, looking for Flynn, can't get him at the point, comes back in. Out in front of the net, backhand towards, see who the goalie is for Wenatchee, as Yates takes it on the other end, taken away and sent around the boards by Seattle. Ball there with the pressure, comes back to Wells. Wells sends it over towards Brooks. Brooks back to Wells. Comes up, in and across, Alonzo with it for Seattle. Tries to get it out of their zone and does. Back in. Quickly sent by Brooks, and we're behind the net as Seattle tries to break it out. Seattle, number 13, comes up, and the cross comes across the front, and it's stopped by Wenatchee. And let me check. Who's in net for Wenatchee? Dave? Who's in net? Bovey? And that'd be Bovey. Ball takes the face off, comes back in towards the point. Jumped in by by Seattle. Comes across, now we've got Johnson with it. Johnson crosses center ice. Pressure by Seattle, Alonzo, and a big hit right at the top of the circle as the pass comes in across. Wunschel's there with it, he's behind the net. Sends it out in front, shot taken, and another big hit. This time on ball. Again, it's underneath, back behind the net. Seattle with an opportunity, comes out in front. It's Warham, I believe it's Warham for Seattle, trying to take the shot. And Hodgson brings him down and is going to go into the box for the penalty. Wenatchee will be on the penalty kill. It was Wolf for Seattle taking the shot. He's taken down by Hodgson. 2 minutes with 17:58 left to play in the first period. Looks like we're doing three 20-minute periods in this championship game. Puck comes out, taken by Wenatchee. Littler has it, he skates all the way down. Puck's now taken by Seattle. Seattle goes the other way. Good play there by Flynn, and Flynn's got the puck. He makes a move, comes across, sends it over to Littler. Littler with the move, and Vlaha gets the stop, goes over to the right. Good play by Wenatchee, a better play by Vlaha. Flynn gets it, sends it back over towards Carruthers, and it goes back into the Wenatchee end. Jensen with it, now thrown up, bounced off the board, goes all the way back. Mueller's going to give chase, but it's going to be picked up by Warham. Alonzo now has the puck. He skates it across, takes a look, sets up the offense. Back out to Warham. Warham sends it over, top of the circle. Shots deflected by Wunschel, and Wunschel sends it down to the other end. 1 minute left in the power play for the Seattle Thunderbirds. Warham steps out, tries to give it towards Shaw, touched, and sent the other way. Wunschel's going to get to it behind the net. Comes up into the point, steps across. Shot deflected out in front. And Cathy's got it. He steps into the zone, sends it across. Yates is going to be there, but can't get to the puck in time. Alonso skates the other way. Alonso sends it to Wolf. Wolf touches it down into the corner. There to defend it. It's Wells now behind the net. Alonso, Wells comes up to the point. Shaw keeps it in. Taken by Wolf. And we've got a whistle. I believe offsides must be the call. As there's 11 seconds left in the penalty, 16:08 left in the period. Face-off goes back towards the Wenatchee end. There to pick it up is Brooks. Brooks sends it all the way down. Comes behind the net. Long pass by Seattle. Looking for Laux. Picked up by McCarriger. McCarriger goes top of the circle, drops to Laux. Laux with the shot off the blocker to the left. And Seattle comes out. Toomey, that's Jensen, gives it up to Shuckman. Shuckman comes across. DeSantis going towards the corner. He comes behind the net. Shuckman with the puck. Now behind the net is Stenholm. He comes out, circle, turns around, looks, drops it off to Jensen. Jensen comes in, shot taken, deflected off to the right. Carragher for Seattle comes across, poke check there by Jensen. Jensen takes control of the puck. He looks across, sends it in deep, and he goes for the change. Seattle into the Wenatchee end. Laurentis is on defense. On the board battle, comes out. Still in the battle behind the net. And comes out, Shuckman's going to take the puck. Mueller kicks it back in. Shot taken by Bowers, wide left. Wenatchee trying to get it out, back into the corner again. Now it comes in the circle and knocked off the board and all the way down. Kept in by Valaha, no icing. Mueller touches it, puts it into the center ice. Littler's going to pick it up, sends it to Wells. Wunschel has it, Wells again. Now back over to Yates. Yates sends it across, touched by Littler. Littler sends it in, deflected off a Seattle player, and they're going to go the other way. As the puck comes in, skated into Bovey. Now the Yates goes the other way, deflected up into the netting. .27 left in the first period. Score is 0-0 between the Seattle Thunderbirds and the Wenatchee Wilderness in this championship game. As ball enters the circle, goes back into the corner. As it comes out into the neutral zone, back into the Seattle end. Now Cathy with it. Cathy steps up. Good back check by Seattle. Out in the neutral zone again. Brothers with the defense, and Seattle launches it all the way into the Wenatchee end, and Bovey's just going to put it into the glove and hold on to it till he gets the whistle. 13 minutes left in this first period. Score still 0-0. Ball steps into the right circle for the face-off. Comes out towards Bovey. Bovey just puts it in his glove and covers up, and we'll do another face-off. Puck comes down. Again, controlled by Seattle. Shot taken over the net. Back towards the circle. Deflected shot by Brooks. Trying to get it out. Seattle knocks it back in. Corner battle. Comes back out again. And now we've got Ball with it. Ball sends it over towards Kathy. Kathy crosses into the zone. Johnson with it. Takes a shot right up off the mask of Blaha. And it comes back in towards the Wenatchee end. Wells is going to chase it down. But before he can get to it, icing will be the call, and we'll go back over to the Wenatchee, or excuse me, to the Seattle end for the face-off. Puck goes down, controlled by Seattle. Sent across the line. Moving up, that's Alonso, I believe. Wunschel takes him into the board. Puck comes back into the corner and behind the net. Wunschel's there in a battle with Alonso. Into the corner. Comes out in front, tipped by Kimmerly twice, and now goes towards the Seattle end. Seattle retreats. That's Mueller. Poke checked up and grabbed by the Seattle. Now out in front, off the skates of a Seattle player, and into the corner. Jensen sends it in deep, touched by Seattle. That'd be Warham. Now behind the net, Warham has the puck. Tipped, but kept in by Carruthers. He sends it in, wrapped behind the net. Littler trying to get to the puck, and he does. Steps in front. And a cover by Seattle. Vlaha is going to have a face-off in the left circle. Puck comes out, wrapped around the net. Picked up by Jensen. Jensen sends it across, finds Flynn, who's trying to get back to it, but he's going to be a little behind it. The Seattle's going to go the other way. Shot taken, deflected, put into the glove of Bovey. And we'll get a whistle, go to the right circle. $10:43 left to play in the first period. As the puck goes down. Shot taken off the stick of Bovey and to the left. Sends it up, Johnson to Ball. Ball steps the circle. Shot taken, deflected by Seattle, back into the corner. Seattle going the other way. It's McCarriger against Carey. Into the corner, out with it's going to come. Seattle as McCarriger has the puck. Now back into the corner. Puck comes out. Laux has it, sends it to the point. Mueller now sends it to his partner. Shaw puts it in towards it, but it's deflected and tipped by Bovey up over the net. Ball has it, sends it across. Dumped in by McCarriger. Now Wenatchee's going to take it. Wells with it. Tipped in by Kimmerly, back into the corner. Warham for Seattle, gives it out towards the wing, and is bounced off the board into the Wenatchee end. Wunschel skates up. Looking for the pass. He's just going to skate it himself. Takes it into the zone, dumps it, and gives chase. Warham from behind the net for Seattle gets it into the neutral zone. Brooks pushes it back into the neutral zone. Now carried by Brooks. Brooks looking for someone, can't find anyone. Wunschel puts a stick on it briefly, but Seattle puts it in behind the net. Bovey's going to settle it down. Picked up by Brooks. Kimmerly sends it across, looking for Basanta, can't make the connection. Warren sends it the other way. Wunschel stops it. And we get a whistle. With 8:51 left to play in the first period. I believe someone on the bench touched it, and we will have a neutral zone faceoff. Littler in for the faceoff. Comes back, Yates takes it. Comes over towards Carruthers. Carruthers sends it up towards Yates. Yates gives it to Jensen. Jensen crosses. Flynn keeps it in. Good job, but then it's knocked down by Wolf, and Wolf's going to skate it in for Seattle. Shot taken off the shoulder pad of Bovey and over to the right. Kept in by Seattle. And then poke checked out by Carruthers. Seattle retreats. Shaw has the puck. Sends it up towards number 13 for Seattle, giving chase is Carruthers. He sends it back behind the net to Jensen. Jensen steps up. Long pass. Can't find a connection. Then Littler comes and picks it up. Littler comes across, takes a shot, and it's up over the net. Wraps up off the board and into the netting, and we'll have a neutral zone faceoff. Eight minutes to go in this first period. 0-0 still the score as Ball takes the faceoff. Comes back into the Seattle end. Controlled by Seattle. Mueller's trying to carry it in. Stopped by Wells. Puck goes into the corner. I believe it's Schuckman in there in the battle. As it comes out, Seattle has it. Moves up to the circle. Shot deflected off to the left. And now back behind the net. Wrapped around, given by Ball. Johnson sends it across towards Kathy, but Ball across the line. Oh, and we get a penalty as well. And Ball's going to go into the box for the cross check at 7:26 left in the first. And Seattle's going to be on the power play. Littler in on the face-off. Puck comes out, goes to Wenatchee. In off the board and into the penalty box right below me. We'll have another face-off. This time it'll be in the Wenatchee end. .155 left to go in the penalty. Littler steps into the circle, comes out. Wenatchee's able to get it down, giving chase is Flynn. Warham's with him. Blaha goes out, settles the puck, gives it to Warham. Warham makes the move, sends it out towards Seattle's end, but Wunschel's going to pick it up. Wunschel steps, sends it over towards the other end. Littler this time on the defense. Comes out into the corner. Seattle crosses into the neutral zone, then steps up. That's Alonso with the puck for Seattle. Steps back, gives it to Warham, who can't keep it in the zone. He's going to have to retreat. Alonso now has it. Steps in, pressure by Flynn. Dumped into the Wenatchee end. Back behind the net. Now picked by Littler. Gloved by Shaw, but Flynn's going to get the puck. Shot taken wide left as Wenatchee goes for the change. Sent all the way over towards the other end. 56 seconds left in the penalty for Wenatchee. As Seattle tries to come out, Shaw sends it long. Picked up again by Wunschel. Wunschel lifts it back into the Seattle end. McCarriger with the puck, goes to the top of the circle, takes a look off the shoulder pad of Bovey into the left. Whistle called in the corner. I believe the puck was caught up in the skates of the referee. He blows the whistle. Not sure why we're going to the other end there. Puck must have gone up into the netting and I didn't see it, so we're on the other end with 20 seconds left in the penalty. Puck comes out, goes to Seattle. Shaw has it. He skates it into the neutral zone. Goes the other end. Hodgson's there. Out in front, good play there by Littler as he comes and lifts the stick of McCarriger, I believe, just before he was going to take a shot from the slot. Flynn goes the other direction. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. 5:23 left in the period as McCarriger goes the other way for Seattle. Pass goes across, deflected, but they'll still get the icing. And we'll go to the other end with 5:12 left in the first period. Ball in for the face-off, comes out, back behind this. Looked like it was going to go behind the net, but it goes right into Vlaho's glove. And we'll do this once again. Face-off goes to Seattle. They knock it out into the neutral zone. Natchy retreats. Brooks sends it in, giving Chase his ball. Warm with the puck. Comes back into the corner. Ball and Johnson are there to battle. Now gets out in the neutral zone. Brooks is there. Turns around, goes to Wunschel. Puck in the neutral zone. Ball has it now. Looking, finds Kathy. Now it sends it to Seattle. Back into the neutral zone. Out to Wunschel. Wunschel gives it up to Brooks. Brooks puts it off the board. Finds Johnson. Johnson sends it in, and Wenatchee's going to get the change. Long pass by Seattle, goes to the corner. Jensen's going to get there first. He sends it towards Carruthers. Back to Jensen. Settles it. Now he's going to step up. Now back to Carruthers. Carruthers skates up. Makes a move. And we're going to have a penalty against Seattle as Carruthers is tripped on his way towards the blue line. Wenatchee will now have a 2-minute power play with 3:59 left in the period. Face-off goes back to Wenatchee. They take it on the left point. Jensen has it, moves towards the middle, gives it right back to Yates. Yates steps up the top of the circle. Now back to Jensen, taking a look. Goes to the other side. Finds Flynn. Shot off the leg of Seattle player McCarriger. Now top of the circle, goes to Shuckman. Shuckman tries to get it in. Backhand across, but Flynn had stepped up to the back door and wasn't in the spot where he could get to it. Now it's in the circle. Flynn in a battle. Comes out, can't hold it in by Jensen. He gives it up over to Yates. Yates makes a move, crosses the line. Off the Seattle player, and they put it right into the netting. Neutral zone face-off with 1:19 left in the penalty, 3:18 left in the period. Littler with the face-off, pulled out by Shuckman. Shuckman trying to get it in deep, sends it back towards Yates, but it goes into the neutral zone. Jensen misplays it, but he's able to get back to it, retreats, skates up, 1:08 left in the penalty. Skates across. Yates has the puck, he goes into the circle, sends it up, across, trying to find Flynn. Flynn settles it down, steps to the top of the circle, sends it back up to Jensen at the top, just inside the blue line. Jensen's trying to find Shuckman, comes in, shot taken, Vlaha with the cover of the Flynn shot. And we'll get the whistle with 2:40 left in the period, 42 seconds left in the power play for Wenatchee. Line change for Wenatchee as Ball's going to step in for this face-off. Comes back out to Wells. Wells sends it across to Carruthers. Carruthers with the shot, and Vlaha's there with the glove and gets the whistle. With 2:36 left to play, 37 seconds left in the power play. And back there, I had a little talk with Trevor, and the shot comes in, deflected up on the board. 3 seconds left in the penalty as Kathy has the puck, sends it into the corner. Now top of the circle. Kathy falls down. Oh, good play by Kathy. As he sends the puck back in and saves a breakaway. And Seattle on the offense as it comes in towards the corner. Yates with the puck. Skates by a man. Deflected back into the corner. Puck sitting there on the ice. Flynn now has it, dumps it. And picked up by Seattle. Puck goes across towards Littler. Littler can't get to it. Comes back. Seattle goes the other way, but they're offsides. We get the whistle with 1 minute left in the period. Ball in for the face-off. Comes off. Back to Carruthers. Carruthers sends it to Jensen. Jensen skates up. Taken by Seattle. They're going the other way. Drop pass goes back right to Jensen. Jensen's going to step across the blue line. Takes the shot right in the midsection of Blaha. 42.4 seconds left in this 0-0 contest for the first period. Whistle on the face-off, as I believe someone stepped in too early. We'll do it again. Flynn comes in to take it, goes back in the corner. Now behind the net. Seattle with the puck, sends it in the neutral zone, picked up by Carruthers. Poke checked back into the Wenatchee end. Carruthers now has it. Skating forward. Sends it back towards the point. Flynn's going to take it. Sends it in deep. 10 seconds left in the period. Lifted up deep. Knocked down by Jensen and sent over to the edge. And at the buzzer, Seattle's going to take a penalty. And coming back in after the period, Wenatchee will be on the power play as Seattle takes the elbow penalty right at the buzzer, and we'll get 2 minutes. So that's the end of the first period, I believe. Not sure if we're playing 3 or playing 2, but we'll find out as they come in to clean the ice. And I apologize as I missed the start of the second half. Running to the platform as Laux takes a shot wide right, goes back up towards the point. Picked up by Jensen now. Schuckman with it, sends it towards Kathy. Kathy dumps it down in the corner. Littler there with Mueller, I believe, from Seattle as it pops out into the neutral zone. Picked up by McCarriger. McCarriger skates it in on the left side. He dumps it in behind the net. Picked up there by Kathy. Kathy gives it up to Yates. Yates is going to skate it up. Yates takes it in right side, moves towards the circle. Poke check there by Mueller. Sends it towards the end off the shoulder of Carruthers and into the neutral zone. Wells is there, gives it back towards Carruthers. Shot taken off Vlaha's pad, had an open net for a second. Deflected again, stopped by Vlaha, now into the neutral zone. Power play for Wenatchee is going to have 33 seconds left as Wenatchee comes forward. All the way over to Ball. Ball's going to move across. Poke checked by number 13 for Seattle, and Ball picks it up just inside the zone. Battle there up against the board. Now back up to Wells. Wells steps over, gives up the puck. Move forward to 13. 13's going to cross into the Wenatchee end. 8 seconds left in the penalty. Wells steps forward. Gets into the neutral zone, now mid-ice, sends it in deep into the corner, and we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Into the Seattle end, back in the corner, sends out towards the neutral zone, grabbed by Hodgson. Hodgson steps forward, finds Kimberly at the blue line. Kimberly touches it, goes into the corner. Wrapped around the other way, Hodgson with it again. Stops, Laux with the pressure. Into the middle, McCarriger now has it, goes up towards the board, moves forward. Poke checked back into the point, now dropped around into the behind the net. Laux with it, tries to get it by Wunschel. McCarriger is in there, helps from Hodgson, now coming out to the circle. And Mueller's going to pop it back in from the point. Shot taken by McCarriger off to the left. Hodgson gets it up towards Kimberly, who dumps it into the Seattle end while Wenatchee gets a change. And pass going in towards the board, isn't touched by anybody. And it bounces in behind the net of Seattle for the icing, and we'll go back to the Wenatchee end. Face-off after the call is tipped into Bovey. Good play by Bovey as it comes off his chest. Yates touches it, picked up by Seattle. Wolf takes it across. He's almost able to get through. Tries to dump it down in behind the net and does. Alonso comes in, big hit in front of the net as he hits behind the net. Now it's lifted up, knocked down by Mueller. And it'll be a hand pass on Mueller as we'll have a face-off in the neutral zone. Actually, I believe that might go back into, it is the neutral zone. Littler's face-off, taken by Kathy, sent back in towards the corner. Carruthers is going to get there. Comes across the other end to Jensen. Jensen gives it to Carruthers. Carruthers makes a move, crosses mid-ice and into the zone. 16-11 left in the second half. Shot taken, deflected by Vlaha, and the second shot taken over there by Carruthers is also corralled, and we'll draw the whistle at 16:05. Ball in to take the face-off. Comes back towards the Seattle end. Taken by Seattle, pushed forward. Good play by Zach Johnson to keep it in. Now just directly underneath me is a battle up against the board. Puck comes out and Wells is going to have it. Into the corner. Another battle. The ball is there. Out with it comes Seattle. Tips it forward, but Hodgson's going to put it right back into the neutral zone. Wenatchee on the offense. Deflected shot comes out in front. Good play by Johnson. Second shot by Ball is also knocked away onto the right. Kept in by Hodgson on the right side. Shot put in, deflected off to the left. Stepping up was Lawrences, and he gets the puck. He puts it in behind the net. Shot out in front. And we're going to get a whistle as Blaha covers it behind his back. And both teams go for line changes. Referees are going to talk. A big hit behind the net by Seattle. No call on the play, and we'll resume play with a face-off on the left circle. Goes in behind Seattle's net, wrapped around on the board. Sent up forward towards Laux. Lawrences is going to be on the defense, back in towards the boards. Lawrences comes out with it. He's taken down by Laux. No call on the play as Kimberly comes up. Wunschel puts it off the board, goes to get it, sends it in deep into the Seattle area. Mueller gets it, puts it off the board, gets it back to Lawrences. Lawrences dumps it in the neutral zone, back to Lawrences. Again, it's underneath me, a battle going on, and it goes down to the Seattle end. Warham with it for Seattle, puts it off the board, comes into center ice. Now across McCarriger with the shot, goes wide right. Again, McCarriger with it. Good play there by Jensen to steal the puck. Sends it over towards Basanta. Now back to Jensen. Jensen moves towards the board. Keeps it in, now behind the net. Warham sends it the other way. Basanta trying to get to it, poked around him, and Carruthers will take it into the neutral zone. Carruthers goes to Jensen. Jensen steps up, sends it to Littler. Littler pitches it back to Yates. Yates across towards Kathy, can't make the connection so that we can get the shot, and we're into the neutral zone. High stick will be the call. And we'll go into the Wenatchee end for the faceoff. 13:42 left in the second period. 0-0 is the score. Faceoff goes back in the Wenatchee corner. Littler's going to corral it in. Now Seattle's going to take a move. Comes across the front. Poked by Bovey. Out in front, and a shot goes over the net. Back over to the left. Yates is going to grab it. Sends it across, finds Littler. Littler skates up. Sends it over, and shot. Shot by Hodgson is wide right, and Seattle brings it out, turns around, Kathy has it, now gives it up to Seattle. Seattle puts it off the board, it goes all the way down to the other end. And we'll have icing, we'll have a face-off in the Seattle end with 12:49 left to play in the second half. Ball's face-off, goes to Seattle, then taken by Stenholm, goes back into the corner. Wells steps up from his defensive spot. Battle in the corner, sent back on the back end. Shot taken, picked up by Seattle, goes the other way as they lift it into the zone. Johnson knocks it down, sends it to Hodgson. Hodgson quickly gets at the ball. Ball tries to bring it across, knocked down by Seattle. Johnson with it, good play there as he comes off his feet a couple times. Now Seattle's going with numbers. Wells does a good job of getting back. Shot taken between the legs of Hodgson, comes out in front and knocked back out into the zone of Seattle where Vlaha's going to put a stick on it. Warham's there to pick it up, stops behind the net, looks. Out to the right side, front, Seattle puts it, or excuse me, Wenatchee puts it right back in. Blaha comes towards it. Picked up again by Warham, now into the center ice. Lawrences has it, kicks it forward. Seattle skates with it. Sent into center ice, stolen by Mueller. Mueller crosses the line and has the offsides as he couldn't get it, keep it back before his teammate, number 6, crosses. We'll have a neutral zone faceoff with 11:34 left to play in the second half. Faceoff goes towards Wenatchee, dumped into the neutral zone. Kicked over towards Seattle end. They take it, put it right back in the neutral zone. Battle in the center here. Lawrences has it, retreats into his end, off the board, and sent back into the Wenatchee side. Behind Wenatchee net, Wunschel tries to get it, can't make the connection. And we're gonna get a slash. Let's see who it's on. Slashing will be the call against Seattle. As McCarriger is going to go to the box for 2 minutes for Seattle at 11:04 left in the second half. Face-off after the penalty goes back to Seattle. They retreat in their end. Mueller takes it. Comes in, sends it across. Shot taken on the shorthanded by number 6 for Seattle. And Bovey has to make the glove save and draw the whistle. 1:50 left in the penalty for Seattle. 10:54 left in the second half. Faceoff comes out, goes back into the corner. There with it is Flynn. He gives it up to Jensen. Jensen skates forward. Jensen jumps it over towards Yates. Yates carries it across. Yates behind the net. Comes out, takes it around for another circle. Shot taken out in front. Put in. So Yates comes in, takes a shot. Bounces off to the right, and Littler buries it on the rebound at 10:28 left in the second for the power play goal. So Wenatchee can take the 1-0 lead. Face-off after the goal goes back to Wenatchee. Jensen has the puck, gives it up to Carruthers. Carruthers skates it by mid-ice and sends it in deep. Out in front, trying to get it to someone is Kathy. Kathy steps to the top of the circle, sends it over to Carruthers. Carruthers dumps it in. Seattle now with it, gives it up to the Wenatchee end, now tipped in by Kathy, and Seattle's going to take control back into the neutral zone. Kathy with the puck, sends it in deep. 9:48 left to play in the second as Wenatchee goes forward to change. Hodgson touches the puck, goes back into the corner. He's going to send it back to his partner. That'll be, actually it's going to be Flynn. Flynn up on the board, looking for a pass. Skates it through the middle, passes into the neutral zone to Yates. Poke checked away, sent back in deep behind the net. Warham's going to be there. Pass is taken by Hodgson. Hodgson skates behind the net, sends it to Wells. Wells steps up. Back to Hodgson. Hodgson sends it across and finds Littler. Great pass. Littler with the shot right into the midsection of Blaha. And it's a hook called against Warham. And Wenatchee will be back on the power play with 9:03. So Wenatchee on the power play after the Warm hooking penalty. Littler comes in to take the face-off. Comes back out and past Flynn, and he has to retreat into the Wenatchee end to get the puck. He gives it to Yates. Yates has got some speed. He's going to take it up across mid-ice into the left side. Sends it across the middle. Finds Jensen. Jensen with the shot. Back off the board. In behind the net. Littler trying to get it back in. Battle right behind the net. Out with it comes Wenatchee. Now back in behind the net. Carragher gets it towards Jensen, who sends it over to Flynn. Flynn kicks it up with his foot, steps up, shot comes in, off wide left. Whistle's blown. See what the call is. .120 left in the power play for Wenatchee. Let's see what's going to happen if we're going to change numbers. No penalty on the play as we come out to the neutral zone for a face-off. Puck's dropped down to ball. Gives back to Wells. Wells gives it to Carruthers. Carruthers turns around and makes a move. Carruthers skates into the zone. Steps over towards the slot and picks it back up. Sends it over towards Cathy. Goes into the corner. Knocked down by Carruthers. And Seattle gets it, sends it to the other end. 58 seconds left in the penalty. 8 minutes left in the second half. 1-0 is the score in favor of Wenatchee as Carruthers takes a penalty, and I didn't see what it was for. Let's see. Stu, what's your penalty? What was that, Stuart? What's your penalty? Holding is what he thinks. So now we'll be 4-on-4 hockey for 54 seconds, and then when Seattle will be on the power play for a little over a minute. As Yates steps in to take the face-off, goes back into the corner, and it's batted into the netting. I believe that was by Wunschel. Yates' second face-off comes out to Seattle. Seattle takes it to the point. Shot put out to the left. Now picked up by Wells. Wells trying to get it out. Gets it to Stenholm. Stenholm's able to do it. Big hit right underneath me as Seattle takes possession of the puck. Goes back the other way. Shaw with it. Skates. Towards mid-ice. Takes it into the zone. Makes a move. Big pile up right in left slot. And the puck comes out to the point. Martin sends it over to number 13 for Seattle, and out with it comes Wells. Wells has numbers. Wells steps up. He's got Stenholm. Short, slow dribbling shot from Wells goes right up into Vlaha. He puts the glove on it, and they get the whistle. 8 seconds left in Seattle's penalty. 1:14 left in Wenatchee's. 1-0 is the score with 7:10 left to play in the second half. Littler in for the face-off for Wenatchee. Goes back into the Seattle corner. Wrapped around the board. And then bad hop. Sends it back in. Littler gets a chance. But it goes wide right. Now it's behind the board again. Seattle is now on the power play. Warham comes out. Has the puck. Gives it up to Laux. Laux puts it into the zone. Taken out by Flynn. Flynn's going to skate it up. Flynn takes a shot, bounced off a Warren skate. Comes up, Wunschel with the deflection, but Graham is able to keep control of the puck. Left circle. Now out towards the point, now just inside the blue line. Top of the circle, shot taken off of Jensen's leg and back into the corner. Flynn's able to get it into the neutral zone. Pressure there by Jensen as Seattle goes the other way. Warham's going to cross the line. Shot taken, deflected off the glove and into the netting by Bovey. 15 seconds left in the power play for Seattle. 6:12 left to go in the second half. Ball comes in to take the face off. Puck goes down, back into the corner, taken by Jensen. Jensen puts it off a player and back to the other end. 10 seconds left to go in the penalty as Warren gets to the puck. Cathy's going to put it under pressure. They send it out to Mueller. Mueller steps over, gets to Alonso. Alonso puts it in deep, and it wraps around to the other side, back into the neutral zone. Now we're back to 5-on-5 hockey with 5:47 left to play. Alonso with it, steps across, sends it to Wolf. Taken by Wells in the neutral zone. He finds Cathy on the other end. Cathy comes in, shot taken, deflected off to the left by Vlaha. Battle in the corner. Out with it comes Seattle. Send the puck across. Looking for Alonso. Alonso misplays it and has to just send it in deep. Picked up by Hodgson. He's behind the net. Has to make a move. Pressure there by Seattle. Hodgson's able to get it out. Sent right back into Seattle end, and now Johnson has it. Johnson with a move. Shot taken, deflected off to the right by Vlaha. And behind the net of Seattle. Shaw's going to take it from behind the net. He comes up. Sent all the way across and intercepted by Shuckman. Shuckman steps up the circle. Shot taken by Stenholm, and he puts it in on the right post. Shuckman with the good steal steps in from onto the left circle, sends it over to Stenholm, who buries it on the right side of the net. With 4:46 left to play in the second half. And Wenatchee now has a 3-0 lead. 2-0 lead. Stenholm with the face-off, sends it back towards Seattle, but taken by Seattle into the Wenatchee end. Mueller with the shot, goes wide left and to the corner. We're going to get a whistle for a trip. Let's see who it's against. It's going to be against Carruthers, it looks like. And Seattle will be on the power play. Face off after the penalty is Littler. Goes out towards the board. There to get it, Florensis. He sends it all the way down. Warham's giving chase. Picked up by Littler. Littler sends it back into the zone, gets it to Flynn. Flynn sends it all the way back to the other end. Vlaha settles it down. Littler on the forecheck. Comes back towards Warren. Warren gives it to Calora from Seattle. I'm not familiar with. Big hit up against the board. Touched by Seattle, and Seattle's going to have a penalty. Call is an elbow against Calora, number 13 for Seattle. He'll have 2-minute penalty with 3:52 to play. Carruthers' penalty for Wenatchee has 1 minute, 22 seconds left in it. Alonso settles in for the neutral zone faceoff. Yates is going to take it for Wenatchee. Puck goes down. Wenatchee's going to take control as Cathy's got it. Cathy skates into the neutral. Puck's knocked away by Seattle, and Wenatchee's going to retreat back behind the net. Jensen gives it to Yates. Yates takes it on the right side, skates past mid-ice, over to the right. into the circle and behind the net. Sends it out to the point. Shot taken. Back in behind and up on the board with 3:24 left in the second. Wenatchee's penalty has 55 seconds in it, and Seattle's has 1:33. 2-0 is the score in favor of the Wilderness. Johnson with the face-off goes back to Seattle. Mueller's going to get to it. He goes behind the net. Pressure by Ball. Goes the other direction. Warm skates out. Gets it to mid-ice, carries it into the zone. Shots deflected by Wells, picked up by Warham, back into the corner. Goes back over towards Bovey. Bovey puts a glove on it and draws the whistle. 3 minutes left in this contest. 31 seconds left in the penalty for Wenatchee. 109 for Seattle. Face-off goes back to Wenatchee. Wunschel's got it. Steps in behind the net. Looking to take some time off the clock. As it gets to the Littler. Littler pins it over to Laurentis. Laurentis skates to mid-ice, gives it back to Littler. Offsides is a call. They're saying Flynn crossed a little early. I didn't see it, but it was on my right-hand side, and I would have had to see it in the corner of my eye. So we'll give the referees the benefit of the doubt on that one. 2:44 left to play, 15 seconds in the Wenatchee penalty, 53 in Seattle. Littler takes it, gives it to Warham. Warham crosses on the Seattle end. Good poke check there by Laurentis, and Flynn's going to go the other way. Flynn gives it to Littler. Littler steps on the right side, back over towards the middle, picked up by Mueller. Mueller comes across, looking for Laux. Laux takes the hit, and Carruthers puts it in deep. Wenatchee now on the power play as Carruthers puts it in the neutral zone, lifted up, past mid-ice. Flynn's trying to get to it. He steps back and sends it towards Yates. Yates retreats, and Wenatchee's going to make the breakout on this power play. Yates is going to skate it up, comes in by a player, now on the left side, through the legs, picked up by Seattle, and a big hit right behind the net. Now both penalties are expired as the puck is deflected into the rafters with 1:48 left in the second half. And we're going to get a roughing penalty against Yates. Yates is going to take 2 minutes for the roughing. I think he's the one who had the hit behind the net. And for the last 1:48, Wenatchee's going to be on the penalty kill. Jimmy Johnson's, timeout's called. And we'll take a minute break here as the coaches get their final plays together for this last minute 48. And we finish off this last minute 48 as Littler comes in to take the face-off. Littler's able to grab hold of it. Poke checked away by McCarriger. He's going to take control of the puck. He sends it back into his partner. I believe that's Mueller. And it goes up to Warham. Warham steps into the circle. Knocked away and into the corner. McCarriger's there. Defense by Littler. And it comes out to the point. Warham sends it across. Missed shot by Mueller. And Wunschel sends it down to the other end. 1:25 left. Empty net by Seattle. And Flynn reaches up and taps it in. I don't think Seattle realized is that with the penalty there is no icing, and Flynn steps up, grabs the puck, and puts it into the net to score the third goal of this contest, short-handed with the empty net. 1:20 left to play, 3-0 is the score, 1:33 left in the game. Wenatchee sends it back towards the other end. 1:19 left in the penalty, 1:05 left in the contest as Warham skates out with it. Gets it into neutral ice, looking for Shaw, can't make the connection, and we'll have an icing. 56.2 left in the contest. Face-off goes up in the air. Vlaha puts a glove on it. 54.1 to play. Comes out, controlled by Seattle. Lifted up, back into the corner. Comes out, tries to get out front. Picked up by Stenholm. Knocked off of number 9 for Seattle, out in front. Shot taken, and it goes in. Number 9 for Seattle puts that out in front. And I believe it was taken. Not sure who the goal was. The assist came from number 9. And we now have a 3-1 game with 34.2 left. Seattle's going to pull the goalie off for the goal. And McCarriger's going to take the face-off against Littler. Face-off goes towards the Wenatchee end. Wells is going to put it in the neutral zone. Tipped over. First person to get to it's going to be Seattle. Back in off the board. Shot deflected up into the netting. 21 seconds to play. .5 seconds now to play as they add a second and a half to the clock. Steps down. Puck goes back into the corner. Warham's there to get it. Bounces off. Johnson's in the battle. Pinned up against the board. Comes out. Now another battle. 5 seconds left to play. Pops out again, and Shaw's going to take it from behind the net, and that's the end of the game. So Wenatchee is the victors here of the ECEL Championship. 16 and under division AAA, excuse me, elite. And they're going to meet in front of in the circle to shake hands at the end of this contest. Seattle receiving their banner for second place. Now we're going to move over to Wenatchee, as they're getting their picture taken with the trophy and the first place banner. They also are getting ECAL champion hats, and they're putting those on. Premier Division champions, Wenatchee Wilderness. And there's a photograph of the champions from Wenatchee on the ECEL for 2020. Coach McKelvey with the team at center ice. And there they go. Congratulations to the Wilderness on a great tournament and a great season in the ECAL. Let's carry it forward to the state playoffs in 2 weeks. And that'll be it from Hingham, Massachusetts, as again the Wenatchee Wilderness defeat the Seattle Thunderbirds 3-1 for the ECEL championship. We'll be rushing to get to our planes and heading back to the West Coast. That'll be it from Hingham, Massachusetts, and we'll be signing off.